Okay. Back to Planetbase after a long while. Sorry, I have been not streaming. Because well, getting a bit more wrapped up into some such and stuff in life. But I forgot where we left off. Were we starving to death? Because it looks like we barely are scraping enough food to even make food. Uh, Jeez. Well, I guess it'll take time, considering we only have two flippin' biologists. But they do what they can. They sure as hell try like it. Seeing as how we didn't apparently lose anybody. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah. And once we get this pad built, what did I have for presets? Biologist. Okay. So what I was going for was probably for maybe one or two extra biologists for food production. I'm guessing that's how I was thinking. Because food seems to be the main problem right here. And meteors. Can never forget about meteors. Always on your mind every now and then. Hear them or see them fly over your base. It's scary, but we do have water backup. It's not much, but you know, if the these things are kind of funny. They heat up the ground so much that all the moisture in it turns to steam, and they collect that as water. That's why the water value changes constantly, and it's never. I mean, it is going to be the exact amount that is said that it will give, but that amount will vary over time. So it's good to have water backups because you never know when you may hit a bit of a dry spell that day. So before we can even get a chance of people even showing up, we have to worry about our welfare. Our welfare seems to be good, but that can very much go down because we have a lack of food. We have all the amenities and some such. Is this apparently I was able to squeeze a cabin in before a bunk room? I don't know how I did that, but uh, it's actually a good thing. There's not enough beds here, but they do recover sleep faster, and on top of that, they recover their morale. So the higher their morale is, the more efficient they work. Okay, we got our two biologists that I needed. Although I'm thinking I may need another bunker room. Or what is this? A cabin? Okay, we'll turn off or we will not turn off colonists. Um I think we'll go with engineers for now. Because we are going to need a bigger workforce. We do have the sized facility to deal with more processing capabilities. We even do have storage, in fact. So stuff's just not going to sit around and decompose into space dust or however some such. But yeah, these guys are actually doing pretty good. Now I think I really do need that cabin because I don't think, and that's just me thinking, I don't think that this is enough room. Kind of sincerely don't think so. So what I'm thinking, since that's built and we have extra resources going to it, we are in fact growing medicinal crops. So we will have a constant flow of medicinal herbs to make medical kit, so we can fix our people. We do not have a risk of a solar flare on this planet, so we don't need to worry about intense radiation. However, we do have to worry about sandstorms, so that's a given. I am thinking along the lines of something like a recreational room, a multi-dome. We'll go with something like this, and then off of this, we'll add another cabin. We'll keep the beds like centralized in one spot for now. These two, at least. Yeah, that actually worked nice. Have it connected to the one room, so I could have wiggle room to move that. Actually, in fact, finish that because we don't have enough beds for all of our people. We have 9 people and like what, 5 beds. They recover sleep really good, but like this is of no consequence. Well, there is consequence because they'll just pass out. Okay, let's cut that off. No, actually, we need at least like one more engineer to speed up the process of making spare parts. Because if I can remember, that is a little bit of a not tedious process, but a meticulous one that takes time. And the engineers are the only ones that can build structures, because I do not think I have. No, I have a constructor bot. So as long as I have the constructor bot, well, on top of that, whenever the bots get fixed, if I recall, in a robotics facility in the auto repair dock, they don't lose as much durability as being maintained by hand. So there is that. But they eat power for breakfast. So I need to get the patents for the better solar and better turbine and extractor. But what I probably want to go for is either the solar array and the extractor. Well, the collector. Extractor collector. Whatever. I can also offload stuff. In this instance, I'll just trade away 6 medical kits because I don't really need them right now. I'm not in the position that a lot of people are going to get hurt because I only have one mine and I have spares, spare medical supplies, and I'm always making them, so that is not different. However, what is different is the fact that I don't really have a gallery, or not a gallery, a place to eat, kitchen, canteen. I would like it to be spiffy. How this is, it'll be able to store a lot more food in the vending machines. I'm contemplated having this side meal makers just for the extra food, but a lot more people can eat. But as it is, 6 by 6 people can eat. So spread across that, they get somewhat of a, I think, moral benefit because they are in close proximity and eating at the same table as a coworker. I think, but I cannot be for certain for that. We should see our food stocks start to steadily go up, as well as our production of starch. Because we have peas, we have rice, we have maize, we have wheat, peas, rice. We do not have potato. We have wheat. That. Let's get a potato because they're not bad. Get a pine. Get an oak for morale benefits. They'll suck up that air, but during the day they'll make 2 air. During the night they'll consume 1. So, in a grand nutshell, if we just had more trees than we did people, and a large enough base, we would be able to essentially make enough air for people to live, provided if they had enough food. But the moral benefit of it is a well boon. Let's go with mushrooms. A slow producing, large yield. Slow producing, large yield, low maintenance. There we go, and we're making the beds. Okay. We'll make that. Oh, see, we already have some being patched up by the dock. Do I want to make a large factory? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I have some credits. I have food. I have spare medicinal I can trade. That may have not been a great idea in hindsight, but we have enough. We have enough people to fully man and upkeep all the plants. So the production of the medicinal will be increased. I'm gonna say about by 75% or about 100. Oh, little buddy. Little buddy. Little dude. He's gonna get killed. Dead. Never mind. Nathan Ellison. Great timing on you. Great timing. I'm thinking I might want a large factory. And it'll be connected to the processing plant. Why I would think I'd want a large factory Did I turn off? I have 5 engineers. That's one too many. But guess what? Uh, we'll just have to see if we have enough food. Well, since these things are always synthesizing meat, and there is a veritable diet right here of what they can eat, so they are not gonna get uh uh oh god, I'm thinking and nothing's happening. Malnutrition. Yeah, they're not gonna get malnutrition. It's easy. It'll take them longer because they have a variety diet. However, building this factory is paramount because we do not have a lot of spares. I mean, we may have great welfare sending in traders and stuff, but we also don't have a security force. So, um, we gotta stop and think before we even, we gotta stay small before we, build up the capital and maybe not expand as much and just see how things go. Once we get the capital to do it, and oddly enough, right now, I'm getting a sense of deja vu, like I've said this before. Like this exact thing in this point in time. Hey, the room got built. People in the comment section see this from Twitch going over to YouTube or from YouTube going over to Twitch. Tell me when you got your sense of deja vu, because it might be an interesting thing to share. As long as I keep their morale up, everything's all good. 65% commission. You're asking for a lot. But I only need 162. And I don't think I got that. So I think I need to wait till I get a bit more capital. I do not have any medical supplies. I have the medicinal. I will just give you a starch. Because that is all I can spare. Our starch production is abysmal. Because we're raiding on plants to get the starch. Because we need the raw starch to turn into real starch to do the things. Stuff and things. Oh, built a drink fountain. Hey, we built the equipment. People can work out, be all happy and stuff in their downtime. I wish there was like a schedule I could see, like of what they're gonna be doing by priority. I see they're already building the factory. I don't even have to tell them to do that. I think something's wrong with this game, man. They they aren't supposed to do that. They don't always do that. Like, you know, right off the rip. Wait a minute. I don't actually have a place for them to make medical kits. That is an oversight in my part. As a flaw that I did not recognize. And I was wondering why this dude was sitting here in this bunk for the ever longest time. Rarely, sometimes they do actually heal from their injury from laying in there. It's rare. I wouldn't say ultra rare, but I'd say like there's a good like 1.5%, I would say personally to me that they would heal from it. Hello. You have patent, but that is 600 for that thing. It is expensive. Wait, that is no. We need the starch. Four people are enough to go with this because I'm not doing any more fast production, high maintenance. Hopefully, people utilize this and keep their mood up because if they keep their mood up, they work faster and more efficiently and not slower. The lower their mood is, the slower they'll work, and then if it gets so low, they'll just flat out stop because they're mad depressed. Ideally, you'd have the cabins with comfy beds, the memory foam beds that are like godly. Yeah, you'd have them, and it would make everything all good. We got 10 beds, and we got 15 people. Since they recover sleep fast, I personally think if we had people constantly going in there and it was like half full, they got two they can go to. The only thing I might need to worry about if I'm going to have large quantities of people coming through here is just how much air is in this room. Because since there's a lot of foot traffic coming through this room, it'll lose air. Like, if there's enough people, they will quite literally suck the air out of this room, and it will give me the blip saying low oxygen. And, oh boy, is that going to be a problem. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna make some power banks, like, over there. A driller bot would be a really worthwhile investment. I don't have the funds for it. Fly away, you. You fly, don't bother me. Looks like they're only needing starch, and these only need metal. And I can produce an ample supply of metal because that's the only thing I can produce, like, non-stop, round clock. Because I just need to get the material from the mine and then refine it. But I also got to keep in mind I got to have enough people to process this stuff. If I don't have enough people to process the stuff, it is essentially for naught. If I have more people than I have idle people, I don't quite mind that because they can be couriers to move stuff around, but even then, it just isn't efficient. Like, at all. So I'll let them do their thing, take their time. See, we need another plastic processor, and we are running out of power. It appears we are consuming 56 kilowatts, and we are only producing 25 because that is the flat, not flat. We're using 56. So if we got, this is the best wind turbine I can make without a patent. The patented one gives 80 power. So essentially, if we were on a very windy world and it was constant wind, we could just be flying easy. Since the atmosphere is good, there's good wind, and there's very good solar, because the atmosphere is not all buggered. It'll actually go good. We just gotta, wait, build up our credits, see how things go, see if the commissions are better or for worse, and see what we can do. But I am buying 2 spares because we do have 2 things that do need maintenance, and we don't have spares. Pays having a little extra capital to buy this stuff that, Well, one of them got fixed. Where'd the other one go? Into storage. Perfect. You love it, see it. We're getting a lot of hurt people, man. This is not what you call good. I am really starting to sincerely eat my words in saying that we had enough medical. We have enough medicinal. We just haven't deigned the time to acknowledge the workbench. Like, Oh, yep, we're fixing that. And shite. Come on in, engineer. You'll be fine. It's just sand. Is it sand? I don't know. I'm not a space dude. I don't know space debris. I don't know space debris, but that all I know is that looks like a hill, that looks like a dune, and way off in the distance that looks like the castle from the Lord of the Rings. with the all-seeing eye. Oh boy, you are damaged, but not so bad. If you get below half, your regeneration factor will not kick in. So you will not be needing to hog a medical cot. We are I can't English. We are also able to process more plastic. About 3 times more faster. Provided we have the people to actually work it. So we only have 2 workers able to work. So I'm just gonna shut off the mine until basically they are able to... I can't afford them getting hurt right now. That's basically it. Because if those guys get hurt, then I'm not able to process any raw materials, period. And if I can't do that, then I might as well be whistling Dixie upriver. No medical? There we go. Now our one doctor is going to be able to actually make the stuff. Now we can turn back on the mine. Oh, shite. I forgot. Yeah, they need the plastic as well. Can't you grind it into space paste and just, like, apply it on the wound? So far, so good. We are seeing a increase in veggie production alongside the increase of vitra meat, as well as an increase in meals. So where things lie, our food's on the up and up. Way more than where it was. Now our starch. It's abysmal, because as soon as we get it, we process it. Our starch is the same way. Plane.